Hello, I'm Laney Wakua. So, you might have noticed I posted some albums on my channel. I'm gonna post another one after I post this video. But I was thinking, since people seem to be so concerned with my mental health, I might want to take this channel in a more realistic direction and not talk about things that might appear delusional. So it seems as though people thought I was delusional. At least not if I'm speaking in English, since that's the language people can understand me. Since, since like, I might want to make more positive videos. I mean, I made a lot of positive videos, or vlogs to be specific. I made a lot of positive vlogs, but I think I need to make the channel a bit more positive because, man, these comments I get. So like, I suppose I'll continue to post videos, but maybe things will be okay and we'll just make more vlogs and we'll have a good time. You might have you ask, are you making too many videos? Well, maybe the reason I've made so many videos in such a short amount of time was because I had a lot to say and also I wanted to experiment with my language. So that's what I was also doing. But guess what? It's snowing. It's snowing outside. So that's really cool. How do I look with this? I sort of look cute with the beanie on. Um, I know the beanies kind of remind me of H3H3 because that was their thing. So I like H3H3, and I actually was like a fan of them since like 2014, I think. So that's a long time ago. So that's like 10 years ago. So I'm sort of an OG H3H3 guy. But I don't really watch them no more because they only do their podcast and it's just hours of video. I check it out sometimes, but I don't spend a lot of time looking at it. Um, I'm gonna post one of my albums that I think has good bars. It's like a rap album, and I'm gonna post it after I post this video. But yeah, it's snowing. And by the way, these are it's not snow, it's raindrops. Raindrops. Now raindrops I suppose could turn to snow if it's cold. And then that it's the false teardrop is right there. I only have one teardrop. It's the false teardrop since those are raindrops. So that's that. I always look at this tattoo. Okay, it's upside down, but it says Wintermute. So Wintermute was a Japanese Vocaloid producer. So I like Wintermute a lot. But also it reminds me of lanechan.org since that's one of the random titles given to users who post anonymously on that board or website. So it's sort of like a homage to this website, which is also sort of connected to Uboa-chan. Uboa-chan. But so I don't know. So some things I talk about, maybe if I spent more time studying I could talk about what it is that I'm studying, and that could be like a good video. Since like I still like it's been, as you can tell if you've been following me, you know I still have this book, and I haven't been reading it. It's a very good book. It's a very good book, and I want to complete it, but I haven't been reading it. Um, so that's a good book. I would like to read that book. I've gotten to page like 180 or something, but someone said that I don't pass as a woman. So I suppose I do not, but I'd still consider myself to be one. And like I stated before, I think I would look more womanly if I had long hair, but the process of growing long hair takes a long time. So it's sort of unfortunate I've been filming these videos with short hair because it makes me self-conscious that I have hair that's short. So that's something that I experience. I feel self-conscious about the short hair. I mean, sometimes I look in the mirror and I think that I look good, but lately my hair's at like this length that it looks kind of bad and it doesn't look good. Um, I thought maybe if I filmed more videos in English, that I would receive more positive feedback, or most of the people who look at my videos don't make comments. Um, I'm just like putting out lots of content, but I had a lot of things to state in the past few nights. It's good to just have more videos, I suppose. Most people might put a video out like once every 3 days or something, and I could do that also, but I keep thinking of things to talk about, so I just continue to post videos. But if I'm not able to think of something to talk about, sometimes I might go without posting. Or you could technically just stop posting and disappear from the internet. I mean, as an adult, I have like no friends. It's almost like I have no friends. Someone who I thought was my friend blocked me on Discord. But I don't know why. I don't know why he blocked me. I have no clue. I don't know why. So I'm sort of hurt by this. It's like I like this person, and I was friends with this person for a while, and they just blocked my account. So that's pretty sad, I guess. Um, Maybe I'm more eloquent if I speak in my own language, but nobody can seem to understand what it means. Only I know what it means. So I probably should just speak in English. I'll probably on occasion film videos in this language. I made a point addressing that I was not imitating South Korean, since some people thought that I was, or at least a few people. I wasn't imitating South Korean. It's not like I don't know. Some people might have thought that I was imitating South Korean, but I'm not. I'm just speaking another language. It's not South. Apparently, it's not South Korean. I thought that it was, but it's not. The problem is that it's logical and it makes sense to me, and I know what it means, and I can translate it to English if I need to sometimes. So that's pretty interesting, I suppose. But yeah, it's like I could film some videos in my own language just to state, oh, I suppose I'm the only person who knows this language. And I thought it was pretty cool that video I made about I invented my own written language. I thought that was pretty cool. And if you look at the lining on the of the calligraphy, you'll notice it's like beautiful. It looks pretty beautiful. It might look chaotic, but it's technically very orderly. Maybe sometimes my handwriting isn't perfect, but like if you look at that particularly, there's some of those sentences are like stanzas. Like it's just very pretty. And I find myself thinking with this language in my own. So I call it my own language, since apparently I'm the only person who knows this language. Now I don't want people to think that it's delusional that I think that I know my own language, but that's literally what's going on. So I don't know what to tell you, man. Some things are unexplainable. Haven't you seen the X Files? The X Files is a show from like the 80s or 90s or so about space aliens and government conspiracies. So that's a really cool show, or I don't know. I just like I love that show, The X Files. That's a really good show. Um, Actually, that's like one of my favorite TV shows is The X Files. I was like addicted to it for a while. I would just watch it, even if I had to see the same episode twice, since I was watching it on TV. Um, I wouldn't mind because I just loved it so much. I think that I'm shrinking. Now, don't take that for a delusion because I get lots of people stating I'm delusional. I guess maybe I shouldn't just respond to everything everyone says. And like, I mean, nothing I've said is delusional at all. But if people believe that it is, I don't know what to tell you, man. Maybe I shouldn't respond to things like this and just talk about what I want to talk about. I mean, if I wanted to talk about like something that I said on the video, okay, maybe other people didn't notice, but I noticed it. It got a lot of criticism because like things that I said sounded delusional. But maybe I don't need to respond to these comments, and I can just talk about what I want to talk about. Um, this is something I talked about before, but the problem is that I was born with the body of a woman, but I look like a man. But I call myself a trans girl to avoid confusion, because people would look at you and think, "Oh, you're a trans girl at least," but you're at least a trans girl. But technically, I was born with the body of a woman, yet I look like a man. So I don't tell people this. I keep this to myself. So I put trans girl in my titles, but that's literally what's going on. I was I wasn't diagnosed since I was never tested, but I literally have a uterus, and I don't want people to. And I was going to state, men have testosterone or women have estrogen, and I don't have testosterone. I only have estrogen. I also don't have a prostate, and men only have prostates. Um, I have periods every single month. I don't know. So I literally that's literally why I just tell people I'm a trans girl. But the reality of this situation is that I have the body of a woman, but I look like a man. So if you don't believe me, I mean, maybe I don't blame you because it's hard. It's a hard thing to believe. I was born with a very strange body, but my body was like this since I was young. But I didn't realize I was a woman at that time, so it's sort of like I'm a trans girl, but I'm technically not, because since I have this body. But I mean, you could state I'd tell people I'm a trans girl to avoid confusion. Um, so make it this what you will. I hope it doesn't detract from your experience looking at my videos, since I'm just like talking. Um, oh, I was going to state on Chromacopia by Tyler the Creator. He had a song about face tattoos and people with face tattoos. I don't know if this was directed at myself, but I not certain if it was, but um, just like the things that he says on this song are like contradictory to who I am. Like, I don't relate to it. Like, I mean, he's like criticizing someone who has face tattoos, like I have face tattoos, but I can't relate to the things that he's saying since I'm not like this. So I said I'm not like this, you know? Like, something he said is like, you're not you're not a you're not a thug. You were in drama club. I can't relate to this because I never considered myself to be a thug. I consider myself to be hard. So there's a difference there. I'm not thug, I'm hard. I was never involved in any gang. I was alone all this time. So that's hard to be alone. Still other lyrics in there also just kind of make me angry because it's like inaccurate. That doesn't relate to me. Maybe it relates to some other dope with face tattoos, but it does not relate to myself. I'm a woman, and something like, or he's like implying like, oh, you don't like, you don't like nice things, like I don't know, cartoons or something. It's like I'm not like that. I love cartoons. One of my favorite cartoons is Adventure Time. So that just the things he was saying on this album don't apply to myself. Um, like he's implying that I'm putting a mask on by tattooing my face. But I technically have tattoos on all parts of my body, not just my face. So, but also, I'm not wearing a mask. I've never worn a mask in my life. I don't think I've literally never worn a mask. I've been myself for my whole life. I don't hide who I am. That's why it bothers people so much, since I'm just myself, and I just be myself, and it seems to bother people since I'm being myself. But I don't know, maybe those people can't be themselves, and that's why they're jealous or something. So I guess I'll let you go.